Hey there, good people. bigmocrypto here, bringing you the crypto gospel. Hallelujah. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at scenes of nature. What do you think of when you think of nature? The animals in the wild, beautiful rolling hills and mountains, greenery everywhere, our beautiful, fantastic planet Earth. Trees, streams, the little deer, that's Bambi, birds chirping. But this is also our planet Earth. Dumps, garbage everywhere, slums with trash on our shorelines, people living in that trash, corrupting our oceans, our beaches, our rivers. Trash is everywhere. Look at these statistics from National Geographic about the plastic bottles that pollute our environment. $6.3 billion tons of plastic waste, and that was 3 years ago. Only 9% is recycled, 12% is incinerated, and 79% is discarded in the landfills or left right there in the ocean, in the natural environment. 12 billion tons of plastic will end up in our natural landfills, or in the environment by 2050. So what are we going to do about it? Can blockchain technology help get rid of this garbage? A number of startups are already looking into this. In this May 8th, 2018 article on NASDAQ.com, Christopher Tozzi talks about reducing waste, introducing garbage collection to blockchain technology. How's that even possible, you might ask? Let's dig in. Let's see what some of these companies are doing. So obviously the biggest issue is just the sheer volume of this problem. The waste is expected to increase by 70% between 2010 and 2025. And you saw the statistics on National Geographic. How many billions of tons of waste already exist? As the volume of waste grows, so does the difficulty of finding a place to put it all without polluting. So one important way of combating this problem is to make better use of recycling in order to reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. That's what cities like San Francisco are doing as they pursue a zero waste goal. So let's look at some of this. Let's look at some of the issues that we're facing. Only about 23% of recyclable bottles are actually recycled. Why, you say? well, simple. They often have people have little incentive to recycle. So, because it takes time to sort it, it takes time to store it, and what is it, 5 cents? 2 cents a bottle? And I don't know what it is for plastics. It can't be much. But here are some of the companies and what they're doing to try to deal with this situation. Alright, one of the companies is called Plastic Bank. And they're among the first organizations to turn to blockchain to improve the waste management. And their particular focus is reducing the amount of plastic waste that pollutes the oceans. Their vision is simple. By using cryptocurrency payments to reward people for recycling plastic waste, it hopes to provide a better incentive system while also improving the quality of life for people who participate in its recycling networks. So bottom line, for Plastic Bank, what they want to do is reward you for turning in your plastic, for recycling. They want to pay you in crypto. Okay? Here's another one. Receiving, also using the blockchain. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to build a platform that will enable municipalities, towns, and organizations to reward proper waste sorting. So when you separate your plastics from your cans, from your metals, they want to find a way to pay you for that. So they're talking about using releasing devices like vending machines where consumers can turn in these specialty recyclables such as batteries. So each of these is taking a different approach, different tact to it. Now, the company that really seems to be tackling this thing is Swachhcoin. Okay? They're attempting to take on the whole enchilada of this thing. this whole gigantic ball. So they're combining blockchain technology with big data analytics, Internet of Things enabled smart devices. They have their own digital token called the Swachhcoin, which will be a payment system. So what the Swachhcoin is going to do is it's going to reward individual households just for participating in the platform. And they have a real neat diagram. I'm going to share that with you here in a moment. It's also developing other technologies to improve the efficiency of waste management once waste has left individual consumers. Alright, so let's dig a little deeper into Swachhcoin and exactly what it is that they're about. So here we're looking at their website, at their overview. So what Swachhcoin wants to do is come up with a revolutionary model platform to disrupt the whole waste management sector. So they've got all of these amazing new technologies like Internet of Things, adaptive intelligence, big data, of course blockchain. So they plan to use all of this to attack the whole waste management, this big monstrosity, this big monster of a problem, and attack it with technology. So by adapting the Swachhcoin platform, existing waste management companies will be able to dramatically increase their profits while increasing and easing their operational efficiency and capabilities. All this while creating a cleaner and greener environment. Okay, a lot of big words there. What does it all mean? It means they're going to attack the problem, they're going to study it, they're going to analyze it, and then they're going to use the tools and reward people for doing cleanup. So they've got the big data piece. The Swatch Big Data is their application of big data. This is where they study it, figure out exactly where the waste is going, where it's accumulating, where it's sitting, and by studying it, they can organize it and attack it. They can analyze the data. They're going to use the Internet of Things, which is where everything is connected, like your Samsung refrigerator, where you can watch TV on it and you can look and you can see how many eggs you have. Those are part of the Internet of Things. When you can control your garage door opener remotely on your phone, all the Internet of Things. When you can track where your pet is when they're outside by their bracelet, their collar, excuse me. They're using a special app called a DApp. That's the user interface that they're going to be using on their phones, so you can locate and figure out exactly what's going on with the waste disposal experience. You'll be able to track your Swatch coins. You'll be able to figure out what's going on with your Swatch bins, and that's the special design bins that are tracking the trash, and keeping up with all of it will be all on the blockchain. And you know, the blockchain, there's no lying to the blockchain. Alright, great diagram here. Here's how it works. Trash is collected. They send the waste into the, let's call it the Swatch ecosystem. They analyze it. They figure out where the trash came from. They have the bins that are tracking where all the trash is coming from, where it's going to, which facilities. So then, here's where it gets interesting. They take this information, they take the trash, they're analyzing this information, they send it to the waste processing, and they've found that there are over 20 valuable outputs from waste. Fertilizer, recycling, reusing, crushing in the glass, recycling the glass. So there are ways to make money from the trash. So part of all that analysis is figuring out exactly what can be done. So okay, let's say for example packaging. That's a perfect one. Recycled cardboard, recycled paper. Those are perfect examples of ways that taking the time to analyze all of this waste and not just dumping it in landfills becomes an actual monetary incentive. So that's how you work with the waste processing industry. They then send the output to wherever it has to go, whatever they're selling, like we said, the recycled cardboard, the recycled paper. Then in addition to that, we have the tokens. So the Swatch tokens are used as a reward for people, and they're also used as a medium of exchange. So a little bit more about that. So this is the monetary incentive, as we mentioned, in exchange for proper waste disposal. Over 20 different valuable outputs from waste, as we mentioned, the cardboard, recycled paper, fertilizer, and within their Swachhcoin environment, ecosystem, as they mentioned, is how they're analyzing all of that. So then once you get your tokens, you've done all your things, you've recycled your trash, now you can buy and sell the Swatch tokens for fiat. And of course, you are helping the environment. So that's where the autonomous philanthropy comes in. So they talk a little bit more here about the population explosion from 7.6 billion to 8.1 billion in 2025. So this is one of those industries that will never have an issue. So here's some of their roadmap. They do have a little bit more detailed roadmap in another section. So Q2, second quarter of 2016 was when they really came up with the idea. So right now we're in Q2 of 2018. So they've already done their market surveys, they're testing market conditions, they've made their ICO announcement, collaborations with technical advising partners, and I'll show you that in a minute. They're working with everybody. So now they're in the middle of their pre-sale, the token distribution, market recognition, and expansion strategy. So by within the end of this year into the beginning of next year, January, February, March of next year, is when the platform will be developed, and they will release their alpha version of the platform. And Q2 of 2019, first deployment in the industry. That's when they hit the road for real. Okay, so here again, they show you how, like for example, a regular household, waste goes to the waste processing industry, tokens come back, then you can exchange your tokens for fiat money. So just getting rid of your trash and just by sorting and recycling. And notice the little bins here. You got to look close, but there's about 4 different recycle bins. Okay, instead of just your plastic and your bottles or your paper, they're trying to break it all the way down. But in exchange for that, you get tokens, which can be turned into money. All right, and here the waste processing industry, they benefit because their output is monetized. Whatever it is that they can, like I said, fertilizer, cardboard, whatever it is, and somebody buys that, they get tokens. They take their tokens, they convert that to fiat. So one of the brilliant things about it is that the Swatch token becomes a medium of exchange, and that's how they're affecting it with crypto. Okay, some information about the token supply and the token and so forth. They're going to have 400 million tokens. But you have to realize it's a utility token, so it has to be in the ecosystem just to work. So you need the tokens just as a medium of exchange. Okay. It's an ERC20 token, so you store that in your MyEther wallet or your ERC20 compatible wallet. All right, the maximum number of days of the pre-sale is 6 weeks. Their hard cap is 18 million. Soft cap is 5 million. And these are just a few of their partners. Blockchain India, CTI is their investment partner. CoinWolf is another one of their partners, and they're powered by Community Labs. All right, let's look around a little bit more. Okay, so this talks a little bit more about what they do, and we covered some of this already. They're going to have easy user sign up, a dedicated wallet, and they're going to cover both rural and urban regions through separate and profitable models. Sale of the output tokens in both sale of output in tokens and fiat. As we mentioned, token rewards for responsible waste disposal. Here's a little bit more about all of their technologies that they're investing in. This is the waste that's being generated around the world. Of course, US and China up there at the top. We're battling for the top spot. Here's another example of that same diagram. They have it animated here. But you know what? They also have a little video. Why don't I show you the video, and that will give you some idea of what they're talking about.
The reality is that the world we live in is facing an imminent crisis because of inefficient waste management. Over 1 billion tons of waste is discarded every year in irresponsible ways that damage our planet and leave it almost irreparable. At the very same time, the world is facing a massive shortage of numerous valuable resources. But did you know that the waste around us, which seems to be useless, can actually be processed into the same resources for which mankind is struggling? The problem is that the efforts being made to make this happen are insignificant. Though there are organizations which are working for this cause, but their success has been limited due to their singular effort and lack of technological capabilities, amongst other reasons. Introducing Swachhcoin, an ecosystem where individuals are rewarded monetarily in Swatch tokens for responsible waste disposal. A platform equipped with multiple coming-of-age advanced technologies like Internet of Things, big data, adaptive intelligence, along with blockchain technology. Any industries adopting the Swachhcoin platform will have the most advanced state-of-the-art technologies at their disposal, which will dramatically increase their profits, while easing and increasing their operational capabilities, amongst other numerous benefits. We at Swachhcoin believe that waste is the greatest untapped resource that is present around us in abundance, having excellent potential. There is an imminent need to give them due attention. Join the token sale and be a part of our early adopters list and enjoy lifetime benefits on our platform. Witness the greatest revolution on the face of the earth.
So let's look at some of their partners and some of the places where they're creating a buzz. They've been in Blockchain News, CoinSpeaker, Irish Tech News. We read the article in NASDAQ that included them, Bitcoin Exchange Guide, Bitcoin.com, the Currency Analytics. So this is a real company with real people. Why don't we take a look at this, Bancor, FX Empire, ICO Alarm, Servantire. They're involved. Blockchain, India, Waste Ventures, India, Sincere Recycling. So these folks are a real company doing real things. Let's take a look at the team. Alright, so they've got the CEO and they've got access to his LinkedIn. If you want to give him a shout out on LinkedIn, Mr. Kumar. They've got the co-founder, administrative officer, the marketing officer, Mr. Jain. So this is a real team of people. This is a real company. These are real folks. Here's their advisors. So feel free to nose through there. Most of these have the links to their LinkedIn profiles. Alright, here's their blog, talking about some of their listing sites for the crowd sale, their partnerships. So they're doing a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. So definitely follow them. They're very active in social media. Follow them on Twitter. Alright, they're letting you know about their pre-sale. Oh, I was about to talk about the sale, but there's only 1 day left for the pre-sale, and they're doing a 47% bonus. So say you buy 1,000 tokens, you'll get 1,000, what's that, 1470. So definitely look at that. If you're going to make a decision on that, don't tarry. Okay, don't tarry on it, because the pre-sale round 1 is almost done. Okay, yeah, we've decided, we're pleased to see your splendid support for pre-sales round 1. We've decided to extend it for 1 more day. Okay, do not risk to miss the highest discounts this time. Join us now and be part of the Swatch revolution. Okay, they've got their Telegram group, which has 53,000 members. Talk about a big Telegram group. Okay, so they've got all their information out here. There are people asking questions, where they registered, about the ICO, etc., etc. The price right now is 7 cents USD per token. Alrighty, let's look a little bit more about the tokens. Alright, that's the roadmap. Okay, here's the tokens. 400 million, 278 million for the token sale. Week 1 is 3 cents. We'll call it 4 cents. Week 2 is 4.2 cents. Alright, so then it goes up as typical in ICOs. The token sale dates, when is the okay, here we go. The pre-sale is from June 14th, from June 1st to June 14th. So we have about 7 more days for the pre-sale. But the bonus ends in 1 day. The main sale is going to be from June 16th. Wait a minute. Main sale, that's the whitelist period. Okay. So the token sale is actually going to be July 10th to August 13th. Or when they hit their hard cap, which is their goal of $17 million to fund the project. Okay. Alright, this is again where some of the places where they're featured. Now if you decide you did want to purchase, here are the prices. You would go to the pre-sale, you'd click on pre-sale, enter the amount in BTC. Alright, and they accept all of these different cryptos. Dash, Neo, Litecoin, Ripple, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Alright, and here's what it would cost. So just as a for example, if you wanted to purchase Bitcoin, they do have minimums. This is 0.025 BTC, and as of today, 0.05 BTC is $191 in USD. Okay. So these are the current cryptocurrencies that they accept, and the minimum purchases, and you would just click in the box to figure out. You'd enter the amount. Alright, you would enter the amount and the crypto, and then you would do your deposit. You copy the address or use your QR code to make your deposit. Alright, once you've made your deposit, you fill in here to receive your tokens. So you have to put in your email address, the transaction ID, and your ERC20 compatible wallet, and you click submit, and you have your tokens. Alright, other ways you can actually earn Swachhcoins. They do have a bounty program. They talk about it on their Telegram group. It's on their bounty thread, and they're in Bitcoin Talk as well. And as you can see, some people are earning Swachhcoins just by being a part of the bounty program. Alright, again, they're very active on social media. Here is their Telegram group. Here's Facebook. Let's see, how many people do they have on Facebook? Doesn't say. But again, they are active on Facebook, so you can keep an eye on them on Facebook, and they're active on Twitter. Alright, so that's Swachhcoin, people. It's a non-profit. They're doing big things. They're tackling a real world problem. You know, it's not always about, you know, Lambos and mansions, you know. Sometimes we just have to look at what's really going on in the world. And here's a real company that's trying to do real things and make an impact. Alright, good people. I presented you with it. This is not financial advice, but I did want to share this one with you. Now and again we come across some that are really trying to impact the world, and Swachhcoin is one of those. bigmocrypto here. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this review. Please share, like, and subscribe. Peace and God bless.